Well, good day, tubes. How's she hanging? Pretty good here. We're gonna go into the building. Oh, there's a lot of frost in this ground. Normally, let's just have a quick look here. Normally, this area in front of my door is like below the floor, and it's almost above the floor now. So that's had a lot of junk in it. But anyways, today I've never had an alternator apart. I don't imagine there's a whole lot in there. Probably looks a lot like an electric motor, but I'd like to pull this apart and have a look at inside. So this is a Delco Remy. They have made electric stuff for a long time. So it looks like we're gonna need a pretty small, probably metric, to pull this, I guess, back cover off, and then I guess everything else will fall out and we'll see what's in there. This was still actually working, but I kind of damaged the shaft a little bit, I think, when I was trying to get that other pulley off that I needed to go on the other tractor because it was offset. This one isn't an offset, so brand new pulley. But I kind of hit it with the hammer. I shouldn't have, I guess, but I should have put a keyway in there, maybe hit the keyway, the Allen key. But anyways, I think you could probably... Oh, the door shut on its own. That's weird. You could probably clean the threads up a bit. I think I just mushed them just a little bit right there. So she's a little bit mushed, but let's grab a tripod for you fellers and ladies and everybody to sit on here, and we'll pull this apart here. All right, what do we got? What do we got? Oh, these things all fell apart on me. Silly things. Get in there. That's pretty small. Most likely it's probably a metric. It's definitely smaller than 10, so let's try somewhere in the 8mm. I don't know. If I get the 7 out, we'll try a 7 too. No, 7 is too small. Boy, that might be an SAE. No. That's not even possible. That's... yeah, 11/32. Let's try a 5/16. Well, I think either one will probably work. Let's try that one. Let's get this open here. Yeah, like I say, never had starters open before, but... oh, this stupid thing. I've had starters open before, but never an alternator, so... that one's stiff. That one's not bad. That one was kind of stiff. Yeah, and this one, it was still making, like, it was still charging, so still good, other than I kind of mushed up that... oh, I turned it again. I mushed up that shaft just a hair, a little bit, but you could straighten that out. I was going to tap over it or something. Oh man, this thing is just driving me nuts. It started to rain outside there a little bit. They're saying even maybe thunderstorms today. It's like, what? Oh, weird weather. I think this little ratchet's having some problems. It seems to want to... ooh, that one's really easy to come out. Seems to be wanting to... oh, aren't they cute? Seems to be wanting to kind of jump around. It's, I don't know, probably should get a little more better one maybe, but I've got my other set here too. So. Alright, what do we got in here? There should be probably, I think this was just a regular one wire, except they hooked those up to whatever. I don't know who wired this this machine before, but now I don't know what side might be best to come off. Oh, I might not get that off of there. Okay, well, a little persuasion tool maybe. Oh, geez, never mind, there she comes. Oh, isn't that a cool looking thing in there? There's brushes in there, the whole thing just fell apart inside on this side. We'll look at that in a minute. Well, I guess I don't really need to get that part right out, but that's pretty cool. Looks like it's been rubbing on the inside there a little bit. And there's where the brushes contact. That actually feels pretty good there. And what do we got down inside of here? There's a bunch of springs that came out. Looks like there's, hard to kind of see, but it looks like these brushes were kind of neat in there, isn't there? It's a lot of cool stuff. Something that's probably neglected a lot though in a lot of vehicles. You should probably change them a little more often than we do. But anyways, even though they're still working, you know, you could get some bridging between here, and then that could make a bad deal. And so there's one of the springs. I guess that was pushing against the brush. It looks like there was lots of meat on this brush still here. Someone's had this out though before, this little brush guy here. I don't know the proper names, I'm sorry to tell you, but someone's had that out because there's a screw here that's really stripped out. Let's get you in there for a closer look. So yeah, this screw here is pretty good. That one over there though, it's not pretty good. Wow, really meshed that one up. But it looks like there's like a condenser or something there too. What else we got in here? The light's not the greatest here. All those things are going down to there. There's a bunch of stuff in here. I don't know what is what. That's pretty cool though. There's another spring here. I can see this one was going down and then pushing against. So you'd have to, boy, that'd be an interesting thing to try to get back together again. But the little brushes seem, they seem pretty good. I don't think this alternator was super too old. It's got some years on it, I think, though. But it would be a good core, you know, if I ever had to change the one on the 2N, which probably should do too, honestly. Probably should change that one too. And take that one in. But yeah, these go in that little holder. And then you push. Let me think here now. That should. Oh, hang on a sec. Whoop. Whoop. That, I'm pretty sure it would go in there like that, yeah. So then that spring would push onto that. But there must be some way to hold all those in while you're putting this other part on, because that would be kind of tricky. It's hard because I'm not left-handed either, and it's I'm not too good with anything on the left hand here. So, but anyways, let me see if I can just fish that in there. So yeah, there we go. So that puts pressure on the commutator, I think they call that other part. I'm talking right. I don't, like I said, I don't know anything much about alternators. So, yeah, that's neat. There's two of them, I guess. So there's definite, you know, contact to it. And this should now. There should be something in here that creates, now maybe because this was a 3-wire, you need that other one hooked up, but there should be something, well, I know in the 1-wire ones, there's a little tiny bit of magnetism in it, and what that does is it kind of self-energizes itself. Now if you let one wire sit for a long time, I don't know how long, depends maybe on the alternator, maybe the age of it, it'll lose that magnetism and then all of a sudden your thing won't be charging. So that's why you need that other wire to go, and I think it's the R. The R looks kind of like it would be the R wire would come and then goes back into here and then magnetizes this again, so then it starts to charge and then remagnet and then full power then, right? So it's kind of cool how they work. It's different anyways. Yeah, that thing, I don't think I'm going to be able to get that out of there, but that's alright. I don't really need to get that out of there. I'm just interestingly wondering how they put these together with, there must be something that goes in there to pull those things back, and then you pull the thing out maybe to, probably comes out of that hole or something to pull those brushes back out again. I don't really know. I'm not sure how they do that. There must be some trick to it, or a special tool or something, but so there's another part here too that would probably eventually wear out, and you get some slop and that it might not charge as well, or it might stop charging altogether, is in here on this little shaft where it rides on, it looks like a bushing. Oh, well, that actually has a bearing, a little needle bearing in there. Interesting. Look at that little bearing in there. Little wee guy. So, I mean, those would wear out too, and then I guess you'd have to punch that out to put the new one in. Something's loose. Oh, this guy's just hanging in here. I got you now. I got you now. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. A lot of parts in there. I really don't know what a lot of them are, but it looks like this is the thing for the magnetism. So that would connect. Let's see if we can follow that through. Yeah, it looks like, yeah, that connects to the R. So that would energize the inside there. So that makes sense. That's kind of cool. Very cool. Now it feels like this thing's fairly heavy here, so there must be a bearing in this side too, but I don't know if I can get this fella out a whole lot more. I don't really need to, I guess, but it has come out some though, I believe. Yeah, fun stuff. But anyways, that's pretty cool. I've never had one of these open before, never really knew how they work, so still parts in there. I don't really know what is what, but you know, I guess if you had an alternator go bad, I mean, there's lots of little things, 2, 3, 4 things in there that could go bad, and they've got something to do with, you know, the circuits and stuff in there. Pretty cool. So this one's used, of course, probably had a lot of spinning. I don't know if a brand new one would be better, but I was just holding this up and spinning that, and it takes a lot of momentum. Like, that would, you know, like the engine itself would probably not even know it's there trying to spin this off the pulley. But I was kind of surprised how much it kind of needed to keep going. Like, once it's spinning, I guess it's got enough inertia there, it kind of helps itself out, but kind of surprised, you know. So, but yeah, there's a bunch of wire. Looks like a bunch of copper wire in there. Wow. That'd be maybe all right to get that out of there. And I don't know how that comes apart though, that piece, but it looks like it's splined on. I can see splines way down in there. But the windings, yeah, these ones, I guess you'd have to process it somehow, get that copper wire out. But you know, there's probably $4 or $5 worth of copper wire in this thing. But yeah, I couldn't seem to get, I guess we'll call this the rotor. I couldn't seem to get that out. I don't know. I mean, it feels fairly smooth. Looks like it's on a bearing there as well. I guess I've already kind of wrecked that a little bit, so maybe we'll just keep bashing at her and see if we can get her apart. Yeah, what the heck, eh? What the heck? Seems to slide all right on bushing, but I might have mushed this thing enough here that it's just not going to clear it now. She might just have enough mushing there. So I don't know if I can just force it through or... Yeah, that's not going to come through, I don't think. Junk. Junk. Oh, that came out, the little ring. What else is holding that? Well, it just hits there, and well, there's a little bit of muck stuff on there. Maybe all that's just holding it up on this stuff. Maybe if I get a bit of cleaning stuff here. What have I got? Some of this maybe. Maybe got it. That's all it was. Really? That tight of tolerances and all it was just a little bit of goop on there. That thing's pretty darn heavy, I'm gonna say. You know, keep that spinning, be a little bit there, but there'd be some good inertia. So this side it looks like it's only got a bushing. This other ring was on the outside here. Don't really know what that's gonna do because it doesn't fit in there too nice, but it's only a bushing on there, and it's got a oiling ring, I guess, in there that allows it on there. So it seemed like it was fitting on there pretty good still, like it hadn't wore that out. So yeah, a little tiny bit of play on that, but so that's kind of cool. Now this part is probably like it's probably fused together. I don't think you'll get this piece apart. I like to get that wire out of there, but imagine it's probably fused, but anyways, I guess I won't worry about that too much. That's actually a fairly nice fit onto there, believe it or not. Pretty good. And then this part, well, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do with this now. I'll just keep it maybe for a core. See if I can get this to slip back together here. There we go. That's not too bad. And yeah, so there was a tip sent to me on one of the comments there that, oh, if you're looking for these ports to get in the right spot, just take it and turn it. I can't go that way with it, but oh, this one you'd have to take it right apart, it looks like. I don't know if I'd want to do that or not, because then you'd end up losing those brushes in there and you'd have to fight with that again, but I guess I'll throw her back together here. And just leave her for a core, even though I can't probably get that, well, I've hammered on it more now, so I've really wrecked it, I'm sure now, but they'll take these back here for what they call a core, and it's I don't know, you get 10 or 12 bucks back for your old one, and then they kind of rebuild them, right? Which is cheaper, I guess, than having to remake all these parts and stuff. They can just strip her down again and then use the old parts over again. So it's kind of a cool thing. They do that with starters too. Batteries. So like, oh yeah, this is the one that was being a bit of a dink. They do it with batteries, 12-volt batteries, 6-volt batteries, car batteries, kind of stuff. So you get, I think, 10 bucks for a battery returned. Oh, this stupid ratchet. It just doesn't want to stay locked. Fine, stay there. So yeah, we get like a small rebate, I guess we'll call it, for stuff you take back. So it's all right. Usually the guys are pretty good around us here. They'll take it off when you buy the new one kind of thing, right? Because most times you don't have the old one kind of off already. Sometimes you will, but most times you won't. So I don't really know what that little washer was doing in there. I guess it's a spacer maybe for the this guy to sit off of. Yeah, just spacers it. So right on. Okay, well, there's an alternator for you. Got a couple little springs left over. Whoop, gone now. And there was another one here somewhere. Might still be in there. I don't know. But anyways, there we go. Cool little Delco Remy, yeah, Delco Remy alternator, which I believe was a 1-wire, but it could have been, I don't know. It's hard to tell because the new one, brand new one I got too, was classified as a 1-wire, and it come with 3 in the little port too, right? So, but you do need that port, like I say, even with a 1-wire, if it stops charging, and you can magnetize it again. You just touch this to the, well, you could actually run a thing right from here over to here if you want to just leave it on all the time. So you're having your main power come to here, which, you know, charges and stuff too. And you could just run one right into there. But I do have somewhere a plug. I don't have it with me though here, but this is the plug from this one here. So yeah. But anyways, that's it. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you all later, and you guys have a good day. Delco Remy.